On first down, the handoff to Marlon Mack. Huge hole, 50-yard line. He's at the 40, still going near sideline. He's at the 10. He's at the 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Marlon Mack. Touchdown, INDY. And again, it's picked off. It's Darius Leonard. Leonard with a second INT, and he's streaking down the near sideline. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's at the 20. He's going to go. A pick six for the Maniac.
Horseshoe is back, baby. The horseshoe is back.
What's going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast live stream. Really glad to be here today. A couple things for you guys before we get started. Be sure to hit the like button on the stream, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please be sure to become a member if you would so like to. Hit that join button on the channel. And guys, we have a very special guest today. This guy we've been trying to get on the podcast here now for a little while. Sorry it took so long, but we finally got him on here, and I know a lot of you guys have been asking for him. And we have Marcus today, a.k.a. Colts Talk on YouTube. What's going on, Marcus? How you doing, man?
Hey, what's going on, my guys? I'm doing good. Living life great, man. Let's go.
Let's do it. And also, guys, I want a hashtag happy birthday for this man down here. It is his birthday today. It's really awesome. How old you turning, if you don't mind me asking?
Old enough, but no, I'm kidding. I'm 26 today. I am 26.
26. All right. Not bad.
Nice,
I'm turning 24 in 2 weeks, so I feel it. We're right up there at the same area. But all right, so listen, man, we like to ask a couple different questions to all of our guests here that come onto the show. And first thing I got to know, how you became a Colts fan. Everyone needs to know that story.
Well, it's probably like nostalgia, but I don't know if anyone has the same story as me, but the first team I've seen on TV was the Colts. Now, of course, as a kid back in the day, I didn't know who they were. So I see this team with the horseshoe logo, and I'm fantasized about it. I said, okay, so their quarterback is Peyton Manning. Of course, they got Marvin Harrison back there. So I start to like the team. So the only way to test out my true likeness of the team, I play with them on Madden. So I used them on Madden, and I was like, okay, so I can get used to it. So I started to like them, and then the older I got, the more I started to like them more. And now, look at me now. I'm making a YouTube channel about them. So I've been liking them ever since.
Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of the same way. My dad grew up, my dad and I were watching a lot of Peyton Manning games. My dad was a huge Peyton Manning guy. So naturally, we just grew a relationship with the Colts, even though I'm not living in Indiana. So it's kind of weird how that works. Also, for everyone in the chat, if you haven't already, be sure to go and check this guy's channel out. Cody, can you put something in the comment section about his YouTube channel?
Got you.
He's got it. All right. Cody's going to put something in the chat for you guys, the link to his channel to go and subscribe. Guys, we want to try to get him at least a couple subscribers tonight. We're trying to see if we can get him to 1,100. I mean, how when you were at what, 1,000 just a couple weeks ago, so that's pretty impressive that you're there now. So listen, I got to ask you again too, like how did you decide, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to be a Colts podcast YouTuber. When did you decide that? What's the story behind that?
Yeah, this YouTube channel, this whole thing was just been a crazy process. So I made this channel a while ago, but I gave it up because I've lost hope due to, the consistency and my regular job. But, watching channels like Bring the Juice, Engraven, the Fade Podcast, which is now called the Grid Podcast, those guys like that I talk to on a daily basis, always been a huge inspiration to me. So, and especially being stuck in quarantine, it's definitely inspired me to get back in my bag and make more content. So it's always been a blessing, and, I'm just in a good position right now. So I'm back on the grind, and I've been more consistent than I've ever been. And it's been showing off ever since.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude. Really glad that, you're up here now and doing this. I mean, Cody and I talk about it all the time. There's not a lot of Colts podcasters out there right now. Not a ton of them, at least not a lot of them that are like on the basically like the sub levels that we are now. So, it's kind of hard to find anybody to really do quality content with, but really glad that we're able to finally find you. I mean, what's the biggest video on your channel? I think I know what it is, but which one is it for you?
Yeah, the biggest video for me is the Michael Pittman video. Unfortunately, it's the one when he got hurt, the Michael Pittman Jr. But that one
Yeah.
has like almost 28K views and it's still going.
That's crazy because the biggest video. I mean, we like to pride ourselves on the consistency of our videos, but like the biggest one we've gotten is like probably 7,500 or it's 8,500. It was also the Michael Pittman Jr. injury video. Not sure exactly why that one's blowing up for the both of our channels, but I mean, not too bad though. But anyways, man, one other thing I have to ask you, and I know this is probably going to leave a mark. I have to ask everybody every time somebody comes on, where were you? Yeah, Cody's moaning because he knows. Where were you when the Andrew Luck news broke out, and what was your reaction to it?
Oh God, that moment, I was in the living room, literally watching the game, and when that happened, I was kind of like, no, whatever. So I seen it first on my phone because I got the live notice on, and I seen it on my phone. I was like, no, this can't be real. So then it started to trend, and then I see him walk off the field, and I was just like, is this really happening? And then you get the interview and the speech, and then I was just torn. I was torn for like a week. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I was really torn for a week. I didn't want to make any videos, and I couldn't. I still can't believe it to this day that during the preseason game he had decided to call it a quit, which I understand due to the injury history and everything. And I was literally on my couch that moment. I really felt like sleeping on the couch that day, but I was literally on my couch watching that game, and I was just heartbroken. And during the preseason game, that's when it happened. It was just a crazy process.
Yeah, I mean, I think Cody and I both agree. Like I was crying that night. I was so upset because I was like, man, this was the year we were supposed to do it all with number 12 leading us to the way. And then sure enough, that happened. I mean, that was huge, but sorry, stream. I know I said I wouldn't do that very often, but I have to get the reaction. I have to understand people's stories because everybody has a different story of what they were doing on that night. But let's get more into recent Colts here, man. Let's talk about them. Colts are sitting at 7-4 right now, going into week 13. At the moment in time, they're at the 7th seed in the playoffs right now. We've seen the product on the field this year. What stood out to you? I mean, what have you thought about this team so far? Have they exceeded your expectations? Have they underperformed? What's happened with you?
For my expectations for this team so far, I would say it is on par of what I expected. So at the beginning of the year, I predicted this team to go maybe 11-5 or 10-6. Now, due to the offense, as being as they are right now, I didn't expect them to be what they are. But the defense is definitely I think we all can agree is the best part of the team. And I already felt that way coming into this year. So I would definitely say this team is on par with what I expected. I never try to overly praise the team because I don't know, that's just being biased, but I'm just being completely honest. I just always thought they were going to be a 10-6 or 11-5 team coming into the year, and they're pretty much on par that way. Unfortunately, we did lose to the Jaguars. I didn't predict that loss at the beginning of the year, but it is what it is, and that's what I expected. But I expected them to be just as good as I thought they would be.
Yeah, I mean, Cody and I have been bouncing back and forth. I said 10-6, and he said 11-5. So both records pretty much on pace for what they might be able to do right now. Still, who knows how the rest of the schedule is going to turn out? But let's talk about old man Phillip Rivers because I haven't really heard you talk too much about him. These last couple weeks, he's looked a lot better. Looks like he's gotten used to the system a little bit and what he wants to do. And I mean, what has your thoughts been on him this year? And based on the play that we've seen from him these last couple weeks, does that make you feel as if the Colts might still potentially bring him back?
All right. So my thoughts on Phillip Rivers is before we got him, I couldn't stand the guy at all. I really couldn't. He always was. I always thought he was overrated, especially him being in the Chargers. And you guys know the playoff history we had with that team. I just never could stand the guy. He was so cocky and all this other good stuff. And then when the news broke that we picked him up, I was like, okay, I understand now. And then having him as our quarterback at the beginning of the year, I was on a rant. I was on the verge of going for rants about Phillip. And then week after week, he started becoming more consistent and started, getting more comfortable in the pocket. And I was like, okay, I started to like this guy. So now where I stand with Phillip Rivers now is I respect him. I really respect him. I didn't expect too much as his quarterback doing to his throwing motion. So I feel like I respect the guy as a quarterback. And you got to understand what comes with the territory with Phillip Rivers. Catching up with age, all these old quarterbacks are looking pretty sus at the moment. So I understand. So I can't really blame him for all of the problems, even though, he does miss a few targets. But I definitely don't try to give him so much of the blame due to his age and the consistency he's starting to develop going towards the end of the year. But, I kind of like Phillip now. And what I feel like what he can do if we do make the playoffs, I feel like he'll be okay. So I developed more of respect more of the weeks that went on during the season. I respect him a little bit more.
All right, and listen, chat, again, we want to try to get this man to 1,100 subs before the end of the night if we can. Let's see if we can get that going. Please help us out in getting him to 1,100 subs. Cody, I know I haven't let you talk yet, so I'll let you go ahead. I apologize. Sometimes on stream, okay. I just go forever.
That's what I'm here for. I'm here to make sure everything in the background's working, so we're good. Yeah, man. Well, first off, congratulations on over 1,000 subs. It's a pretty cool experience for sure. I know we got that back in March, Eric, right before,
it was March.
Or right around COVID stuff. So, it definitely is a great experience, and it's like you said, man. I'm kind of just we're able to do this, and people actually want to hear our opinions. That's pretty awesome. It's such a cool thing. And I definitely just love it, man. Love being able to do that. It's great to have somebody else who loves to do that too. And hopefully we can continue to really just keep forming this friendship and keep building each other up, man. That's what it's all about here. But on a Colts related note, I'm curious in your take on Jonathan Taylor, because we'll stay with the offense here for a second. Jonathan Taylor came in. We didn't really expect him, at least I know I didn't expect him right away to just come in and be the full-blown starter. We thought Marlon Mack could probably have a good share of the carries early on, and maybe Taylor would eventually, maybe get a little bit more as the season progressed. But obviously that went to the wayside when Mack went down in week 1. And Taylor had to be the starter really from there on. What has your overall impression been of Jonathan Taylor? He's had some up games. He's had some down games. The last game he was active, he had almost 100 rushing yards. He probably should have if it wouldn't have been for all those stupid holding penalties. But what's your overall impression been of number 28?
I love Jonathan Taylor, man. The rookie gets thrown into the fire early. Nobody is expected this type of pressure. It's kind of like the same thing with Jacoby. After the whole, luck retirement and everything, you get thrown into a position and you're not fully ready. So I feel like it just takes time with this guy like Jonathan Taylor. Especially after the fumble against the Ravens, which was very pivotal. I feel like he's learned his lesson. So it's just going to take time for him to develop. And if we did have Marlon Mack with that leadership, you taking Taylor under his wing, that could have been like another Chubb and Kareem Hunt duo. We could have had one of the best duos in the NFL, and we would have been more of a threat. So I just think Colts fans should be patient with this running back. It's just going to take time. But I definitely like his skill. He shows the potential week by week. Even though it might not seem like it for some teams, I see the spark in the talent of Jonathan Taylor, and I'm so excited for what he got for us in the future, man. I like the kid, I really do.
Yeah.
All right, so gotta ask you, what's been your favorite Colts moment outside of this year, and what's been your favorite Colts moment of this season specifically?
Okay, so I'm gonna go for this season first. This season first, I wouldn't say the T.R. Hilton touchdown, but it's definitely the Nyheim Hines backflip. That game for Nyheim Hines was so incredible. I had to put it in my intro because nobody expected Nyheim Hines to go out there. And I've been talking about Nyheim Hines since we drafted him, how he can be so good and a special athlete. And he showed it that game, and that was just so impressive. And another moment outside of the season I will mention is the game-winning touchdown Andrew Luck threw to Zachary Pascal against the Giants. That game was another game that sent my channel through the roof. That game-winning touchdown was so underrated. It was so underrated. It was just a great moment that I can always dawn in the back of my memory. I just loved it.
Yeah, I think my favorite this year was the Packers win. I think that was my favorite moment when I saw Blackman knock that ball out of his hands and Buckner getting the recovery. I was like, that's it. The Colts just did it. They pulled off the miracle. And I don't know what my favorite Colts moment is from all time. I think I've probably told this to Cody several times. The one where the Colts beat the Chiefs in the playoffs coming back from 29, because I was watching that game, the first half of it, and I said, okay, they're about to lose. So I left and I went to the high school girls game, and I was sitting there, I was watching, and like 5 minutes into the game, my dad's texting me saying, dude, the Colts just won. I said, nah, you're lying. Quit doing that to me. And he's like, look at the score. I went on ESPN. Sure enough, we won. I was like, this has to be an error. There's no way. Teams don't come back from being down 4 touchdowns and winning in a game. So that was a lot of fun. Cody, what's yours, man? What's your favorite?
Yeah. I think this season, those two are definitely ones that I really liked a lot. Like those are some of my favorites. Good grief. There's a lot of ones this season that I can point to. I'd probably go with that fumble. Like that one was, because I was like literally, there's certain games where like I'm so stressed, I just like stand up the whole entire game and I'm just like watching it and just like literally like standing there just staring at the screen. That was one of those games. I did that in the Chargers game last year when it went to overtime. So like anytime it's intense like that, I get pretty intense. But yeah, when that happened, I was just like, oh my word, Julian Blackman, man, is on a different level. He's just a different breed, man. And so that was my favorite. I would say it has to be my favorite moment from this year. Like that, and then just Rigo finishing that off. Like that was just amazing. So probably that. Derek, you kind of took mine a little bit with the Chiefs game. Although I wasn't there to watch it either. I was out of the country at that point.
Yeah, right.
So I'll go with one a little bit older. When I believe I was still in middle school at that point, or maybe I was a freshman in high school. 2009, Colts versus Patriots. Colts were down by a ton, right? The Patriots are just like trouncing over them in Lucas Oil Stadium. My dad goes to bed. He's like, I'm done. They're going to lose. But I, for some reason, stay up and I watched them make that comeback. And literally, the 3rd or 4th and inches or whatever, a 4th and 1 where Belichick went for it and he didn't make it. And then Peyton found Reggie with like 20 seconds left. Like that still is etched in my mind. Like that is one of the greatest comebacks I've ever seen in my life. I wish I was like old enough to fully understand the AFC Championship game, but like that was a really incredible game. Some of those Colts Patriots games, man, were just insane. So
legendary.
That was probably my favorite. Like I just remember everything about that. Like I remember, everyone's just like, he just went for that. Like, are you kidding me? And he didn't make it, and he's on his own. Like they're in Colts territory now, and I just love that, man. That was just like one of my favorite things of all time. And Manning to Reggie, man. I mean, Reggie's just got some of the purest hands out there. Although we've had an argument going on between Marvin and Reggie, and Marvin's just Marvin.
Reggie better hands, bro. Reggie better hands. If I need the catch, I'm going Reggie all day long.
Marvin.
I feel you on that, but Marvin was a different animal, man.
Oh,
Marvin was a different animal.
Come on, don't be doing it.
He was just a different animal for some reason, man.
Back us up here, Marvin.
Oh, great. All right, fine. Whatever. All right. Well, if anyone needs to see how excited I was after the Green Bay game, all you have to do is check my pinned tweet on Twitter and just look at a couple of the videos that Cody posted to the channel that after that game. You'll see my excitement on a whole nother level. I was letting all that stress out during those moments. Okay, so Cody was talking about Julian Blackman and what the amount of plays that guy's made this year to help keep this team going. It's quite incredible, his journey and what he's had to go through and to where he is now. Really incredible. I mean, is there a shadow of doubt in your mind that this guy should win Defensive Rookie of the Year?
Not at all. Not at all. He's definitely the front line for that award. Like, This kid has been so impressive since the first time he stepped on the field. And I'm not going to lie, I was really suspicious about getting him out the draft because I've seen the injury history and everything. I was like, oh gosh, I don't know what we're going to do. And then he stepped on the field and just every play he makes an impact. You know Blackman's on the field when you see his jersey. Like, ever since that pick he caught from Joe Burrow, I was like, this dude's a beast. This dude is a beast. And it's like we're a jinx because at every moment we're like, there's a big play about to happen. And what do you know? Julian Blackman steps on the scene and somebody just steps up. And I just love the kid. He's so talented. He has to win the award. He has to. It's no question. It's no question at all.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Cody.
Yeah, no, so much love for Julian Blackman. I mean, really, from the first game he was really active, the Vikings game, he's out there making plays right away. You're like, all right, this kid might have a little bit to him. So I definitely love what I've seen from him. It's crazy, man, to think about. We know how historic that 2018 draft was, like with Nelson, Leonard, Smith, Toure, all those guys, Naheem Hines. There's so many guys. I could keep going on. But anyways, looking at this 2020 draft, like the top 3 picks for the Colts right now are looking pretty good. They've all been major contributors this year when healthy and when on the field, Taylor, Pittman, and Blackman. I've really been impressed overall. And even some of those late round guys like Isaiah Rodgers being your kick returner. I know, a guy like Jordan Glasgow's blocked a punt. So like some of these guys are still making impacts. Where would you rank this Ballard, at least right now? I know it's still early on, but this, based off of the performances you've seen so far, where would you put this 2020 draft class among all of Ballard's, I guess, 4 draft class, if I'm not mistaken, 2017, 2018, 2019, and 2020? Where would you put it out of the 4?
I would probably put it at 2 or 3. I would definitely probably put it at 2. No lie. This draft class is dope. I really like this draft class. Every person in the draft is making a name for themselves, and it just shows you how good Ballard is. He's a mastermind. He's a mastermind. And the slogan is "In Ballard We Trust," because it definitely shows week by week. This dude is a genius. He's really a genius. Every talent he picks makes their name worth when they step on the field, and I really love it. This draft class is the best, man.
Yeah, and just imagine if Jacob Eason actually does become the future quarterback, then it's like, wow, this man just hit on all 4 of that. But yeah, so man, I forgot what I was gonna ask. I had something. Oh yeah. Who on the defense has impressed you the most? I know like there's a lot of things that go with that. I mean, there's a lot of guys that come to mind, right? DeForest Buckner, Xavier Rhodes having an amazing year. You got Bobby Okereke playing at a high level, and Danico Autry's leading the team in sacks, and Tyquan Lewis on the verge of being cut in the offseason, only to end up now, starting in the place of Danico Autry at times. I mean, who has impressed you the most on this defense?
Well, I would tie it. I would make it a tie because I can't put DeForest Buckner because we all knew how much of an animal he was going to be, no matter how much the 49ers tried to slander him leaving. But there's a tie between Xavier Rhodes and Grover Stewart. It's definitely a tie between those two because no one knew how good Xavier Rhodes was going to be stepping back on the field for the Colts. We all seen how bad he was for the Vikings on his, on the ending of his time there. But I mean, I think it was just more of the system what the Vikings was running instead of the player himself, because we all know what type of athlete Xavier Rhodes is. And he's pretty good with the side of a duo T.A. Carey. And Grover Stewart has been so impressive this year, especially he just deserves that contract. Like, I didn't expect him to have one of the best years of his career. You can take away the sacks, but the pressure he puts on with the rest of that D-line, he's just been doing a good job this year. So definitely kudos to Grover Stewart.
Yeah, and then he got that massive extension just a week and a half ago. Well-deserved, no question about it. And, I mean, can we just talk about the amazement of that deal? I mean, I don't know about the rest of you guys, but that was such a Chris Ballard deal. I mean, Grover Stewart was asked about that, and he said, I still can't believe that, I was offered $30 million. I mean, said my legs were shaking. And actually, I think Jim Aiello asked him, if you would have taken all the way back to your draft day and you would have been told then 2 or 3 years down the road, you're going to end up getting paid $30 million, he said, I probably wouldn't have believed you. Not in the slightest. But, I mean, it was such a great thing for Grover Stewart. Worked so hard. I mean, I think it was Khari Willis and Nyheim Hines that said some of the guys that work the hardest on the field is Grover Stewart. I mean, he lost 15 pounds, for gosh sakes, this offseason trying to get slimmer. And boy, did he do that. And he got stronger. And he just looks like he's a whole different animal. And to get that kind of production from him for $30 million over 3 years, I mean, Marcus, how great is that deal for us?
That's just the steal of the century, man. For have a guy like that to sign the deal and to still put in that type of work and don't ask for much, it's just a great deal. It just shows you how good the Colts Nation and the team, the organization is to our players, and that should be a boost for free agency. If you want to just come join this team, come join Colts Nation, man. We'll treat you well. We'll get you right. And Xavier Rhodes should be a good example of what you can do. If the team feels like that they're letting you out, the Colts will pick you up and let you get back to your prime form.
Yeah. Tell Xavier Rhodes is the prime example of that. It goes from getting cut 1 year to being an All-Pro again. I mean, good Lord, that man.
Bro, the thing that I love about what Ballard has done is like he's locked up all his linemen, like all his key linemen. Like he locked up Kelly. He re-signed Glowinski, right? He's going to re-sign Smith and Nelson here soon. He just locked up, two of the top interior defenders in Buckner and Stewart for the next few years. So like we know how much of a value he puts on the defensive often, really the line in general. We know how much he loves that. He's always tinkering. He's always adding. And I just love that he backs that up. Like he brings those guys in. If they perform well, he brings them back. And now the Colts really are sitting really well for their defensive line for the next 4 or 5 years. And I really love that. Now they don't have to worry about it for a while. And that's just credit to Chris Ballard and what he's done and what just like you said, like he pays players who deserve it. And I just think that's great. That should speak a lot to players. Like if you think you still can play at a high level, come to the Colts, man. We'll pay you if you do perform at that high level. We'll take a chance on you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Here's one for you, Marcus. How'd y'all feel if Dak signed to the Colts?
Do it. It.
He said it, not me, Bring the Juice Nation. I didn't say it. I swear to God.
I was here when you guys brought it up the last time. I was here when you guys brought it up. I was at a comment session like, oh, they're speaking my language right now. I want to take that.
Bro, I didn't even mention that we should. I just said there's a possibility because he's going to be a free agent and the Colts need a quarterback, so why not? And they crucified me, man. They hated me for that one. Like, bro, I'm not saying you should. I'm just saying he might because, Dak Prescott, he's a top 10 quarterback. I'll probably admit it. He definitely has some arm and, there's questions about how does he perform early in games versus late in games? But I think that has more to do with just who is coaching him and what his offense is like. I think with the offensive line of the Colts and, you got a good set of running backs, you got a young wide receivers. He might have a little less talent at the skill positions than what he has in Dallas, but I think with Coach Reich and some of these other guys, I just feel like he'd fit into the system just a lot better.
Mm-hmm. Plus, he's mobile.
Plus, he is mobile. Yep, that is right. You hope that injury that he gets doesn't keep him from wanting to keep doing that because, yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for the shoe. Thank you to answering Chris earlier. Yeah, he led the league. Darius Leonard led the league in tackles his rookie year. Now, who does that? Nobody. The only bad thing Ballard has done is not get a good backup left tackle. But here's the thing about that. Look, I know that, like, Marcus, I'm sure you've heard it enough from people in your live streams and what you've been on Twitter. You've seen it. Everyone's like, man, LaRaven Clark is the absolute worst. Chaz Green is garbage. Why don't we get another backup left tackle? I mean, the thing is, I know they're bad, but most backup left tackles are garbage. Most of them are. There's a reason they're not starters in the league, because they're not good enough to be starters in the league. There's no wonder why. And not to mention the first game that LaRaven Clark played against, he played against Myles Garrett in the Browns. That is an absolute worst first matchup to have, is against probably one of the best outside edge rushers in all the NFL. And then to play against the Tennessee Titans, who I know they didn't have Clowney, I know they didn't have a few guys, but they definitely got some good defensive linemen over there that definitely can play. So, yeah, they've been bad, and I've been all for the Colts trying to shift some things up, maybe try to sign a left tackle off the street. I don't know, but, like, what's your take, Ben, on, this whole backup left tackle thing? Who's going to take over Costanzo's spot for a few weeks? What's been your take on that?
When I see comments like that, I just try to spread positivity the most, because it comes with the territory, man. It really does. No backup left tackle is supposed to come in and play like an all-pro or the starting left tackle, because they barely touch the field to begin with. Most of these guys are maybe undrafted or second-round picks or maybe late picks to come in the draft. So no one really gives them a high praise or high motivation when they step on the field. So it just comes with the territory. You just pray for the best and hope they do as good as they can to hold up on the blocking. But I mean, it is what it is. You always get those type of comments that talk about the backups, but the backups are the backups for a reason.
Exactly. It's exactly the same thing too when I was talking about injuries, when people were saying, oh, well, it's the next man up. Yeah, I know it's the next man up, but I mean, how are you supposed to expect the backup of an all-pro defensive lineman to have the same effect as that all-pro? You're not. There's a reason they're not in here for that time, because one guy is clearly superior at what he does than the other. So spare me it's the next man up thing. I understand. I get it as a former football player myself. I get it, but it's different. It's totally different. Now I want to get your opinions on both of your opinions on this, because Cody, I know I brought this point up in our recap, and we were talking about the offensive line. Cody, I want to hear you first on this about Danny Pinter possibly moving to left tackle if, Costanzo retires, or, should he be the left tackle for the time being?
For left tackle, that's tricky, because, like, Danny Pinter definitely needs to get bigger. He needs to bulk up. He needs to put a lot more weight on his frame. Like, and that's something he's even said, like, so I don't know, like, it would be interesting, though, to try him at tackle. I know some people have said move different players to left tackle. I don't know if I'm really about that, quite honestly. I don't know if I'd want to move like Braden Smith to left tackle, because then I maybe have two liabilities then, depending if he's just not good at left tackle. So I would be more willing to like maybe give him a chance, because he's very athletic. Like, we know he was a former tight end at Ball State. He's had some tackle experience. And it's going to hopefully only be for a game or two. So I don't know. That's tricky. Like, he's not obviously not very big. So that would be something against like JJ Watt. You're just like, oh dear, you're going to need to help him all day. But like against some of those more athletic pass rushers, I mean, I think he could maybe hold his own a little bit, but I don't know. It's hard though. Like, with missing your left tackle, it kind of ruins everything, a little bit. Like, that's the most important position on the offensive line, arguably, to protect the quarterback's blind side. So, yeah, that is tricky, but I think I would be willing to potentially give him a shot, because, he played out of position. It was his first game at center ever, and I thought he had ups and downs, but I thought he played pretty well. So I feel like if you put him over at left tackle, maybe he'd have some ups and downs, but he'd have a similar performance where it's not like awful, but it's still learning curve. So I don't know. That's an interesting question.
He's small for offensive line in general. I don't care what anyone says. He's small as is for offensive linemen. What was he like? Wasn't he like 305, like maybe 310 coming out of college? I think 310 is actually pushing it. I thought he was like 300, which, is actually pretty small for, any kind of offensive lineman in today's thing. It's like 320, 325 is your normal offensive lineman. So he's outweighed by a lot of guys. But I mean, Marcus, what are you thinking, man? What's this left tackle position here? Danny Pinter got a shot?
Oh yeah, I say give him the shot. Especially when you sided up with a guy like Quentin Nelson, who's currently been struggling so far. The whole offensive line has. You have a good duo, and if the offensive line is consistent and you don't see penalties like holding calls every now and then, it won't look as bad. So I definitely think he deserves a chance. Of course, like I said earlier, next man up. But yeah, he's definitely been on the field already. So I feel like switching him over on the side of Quentin Nelson won't be a big issue. It just depends on who he's matched up against. So hopefully, if he's matched up against somebody like a JJ Watt or something, we'll double down and double team him, try to get some pressure from the interior defensive linemen, and just try to manage JJ. But I think he'll be okay on the left tackle side. I really do.
Gotcha.
I say give him a chance.
Your boy Indiana Sports Talk in here. I see that he's in here sometimes. Whoever, Chris, stop with the Leonard slander, please. Can we not? Like, I see him in here saying there's 16 linebackers with more tackles than him this season. How many of them have played more games than him this season? I'm quite positive that most of them have. And not to mention, the reason that the linebackers aren't getting as many tackles is because teams aren't running the ball on us as much anymore. And the defensive line is taking up a lot more of the bulk of the plays right now than what the linebackers used to. So please don't do that. Please don't. Oh boy. Hearing Pinter makes me think of Painter. Some PTSD stuff right there. Oh man. That's good. Hey, Colts Talk watching the chat. What up? What's up, comments? How you doing, man? Hi, Colts fans, Texans fan. Here I come in peace. Oh boy. We got a couple of them. All right. Not bad. We respect nice Texans fans in here. We don't mind the friendly going back and forth. So let's see here.
Some Titans fans, man, they're still in the comments. They need to move on, man.
They really are. They keep coming back, bro. Early, like yesterday or something, we were still getting comments from Titans fans. Like, and they spam too. It's not like it's one comment and they walk away. They fill us with like 5 or 6 comments on why their team is superior to ours, and they just don't shut up.
I'm still getting Green Bay Packer comments because I had
really?
that. Yeah, it's crazy. They see the flag thumbnail and they just come in there talking about flags. I'm like, dude, that's like 2 weeks over.
Get over that one, bro.
Yeah.
Your team's still got a better record than ours.
That's crazy.
What do we got? What
Man.
do we got? Yeah, Indiana Sports Doggy finally on here, man. I'm trying to get him freaking back here for a while. We'll get him on here more times this offseason. We'll have to get you on for some draft analysis too. We got to find out what kind of draft guys you like.
Okay.
Because that was what we
know you're going to say Justin Fields, so it's okay.
Hey, I mean, that's my number one, but I know it's not realistic, so I'll keep the realistic eye. But there's always the one crush that you absolutely want. Oh man, let's see. Okay, how about this? Because I'm seeing a lot of this. I don't like this idea. I don't like this at all because not only are you moving Nelson away from his original position, which we don't know if he's actually going to be good at left tackle. Left tackle and left guard have completely different responsibilities. Nelson's played very little of left tackle. He did some in college, but very little. And that also means you now have to fill the left guard position. And you don't really have a left guard at hand right now. So, I don't like this. Marcus, do you like this idea?
No, not at all. I'd rather have a pull blocker from the inside. Play the position he's known for. He's pretty good at that spot anyway, so I wouldn't move him at all.
What about you, Cody?
No, I'm the same way. I definitely get you. This is another question we didn't talk about yet. Ryan Allen, they just signed him to the practice squad earlier today. Punter was with the Titans a little bit this year. He was with the Patriots for a few years. What are your overall thoughts, both of you guys, on this signing potentially, and what it could mean for Rigoberto Sanchez? Because the Colts haven't officially ruled him out yet. We don't know. We think he'll miss some time, but what are your overall thoughts on Ryan Allen being signed to the Colts practice squad?
Go ahead, Marcus.
I like the signing. I'm happy we found somebody to begin with. Put him on a practice squad. It's just going to take some time. Hopefully, Rigoberto fully recovers and takes the field as soon as he comes back. But I don't think it's going to be a permanent spot. I think it's just going to be a spot until he gets back. If he does do a good job, I don't know where that leaves Rigoberto at all, but I feel like he'll still be our starter when he fully recovers, whether or not. But yeah, I like the signing at all. Hopefully he does good for Ryan Allen.
Yeah, hopefully so. You know, you lose a kicker like Rigoberto Sanchez. That's a rough day. You know, you go from Pat McAfee to Sanchez. You go from best punter in the league to best punter in the league, and then some. So, I mean, you know, it's rough. It's rough. You know, and I mean, the good thing is at least Sanchez is recovering nicely. So that's the most important thing. We'll get him back at some point, and hopefully that's the last time he'll have to deal with it. Here's a good question because this one just came up today. Should we be worried about Rivers after what Nelson said today about his injury? Now, if anyone that doesn't know, Rivers has obviously been saying, oh, you know, the foot's not that bad. You know, I'm moving around. I'm fine. And downplaying it. But apparently Nelson said that whatever happened to his toe was apparently much worse than what people originally thought it was. And he's downplaying the severity of it. That makes sense to me because, again, Rivers missed practice yesterday, and I don't know if he practiced today or not. I think he had something, but, I mean, you know, should we be worried, Marcus, at all about Rivers, or you think he's fine?
No, I think Rivers will be fine. He's currently been dinking and dunking anyway, so he's not really throwing the ball deep, so I think he'll be just standing in the pocket or throwing it away. So I wouldn't really take the bigger issue on the injury. I think he should take precautions, though. If anyone knows, it's your blockers, Quentin Nelson. So I definitely think he should take it light. And it definitely does show, too. You know, he does the little limping and the old man grunts when the camera's turned on Phillip. But I think he'll be okay. He just needs to take it light.
Right. And like if any quarterback like had his mobility limited, it'd be like the last guy you'd be worried about is Phillip Rivers because like he doesn't use it. So
right.
I'm not really worried about that. Yeah, I think he'll be fine. Just do what he needs to do. I mean, he practiced today, if I'm not mistaken. So like he feels good enough to do that. So that's good. Good news. But yeah, I'm definitely hoping he can, you know, continue to heal that toe up. That was unfortunate that happened, but fortunately he can still play through it. And I mean, that just shows how tough Phillip Rivers is, man, as a leader. Even at the age of 38, he's still battling through injuries and still is such a fiery competitor. And you got to love that in your quarterback. I mean, that has to just rally your team a little bit. Like, wow, our quarterback's injured, but he so loves us and loves our team and wants us to win that he's going to play through it. Like we want to play hard too. So hopefully it really doesn't impact him. I don't really think it did last week. And I really don't think it will this week either. I agree with you.
All right. So listen, one more time for the 70 people in here. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm about to post the link again for Marcus's channel, Colts Talk on YouTube. Be sure again to go check it out, guys. We want to try and get this man a couple more subscribers tonight. Try to help him out. Just hit 1,000 subscribers just a few weeks ago. I mean, hopefully we can get this guy to 4K by the start of next year. You know, we want to try to get you to 4K before the next season starts.
That'd be awesome, man.
Yeah, be right back where we left off.
Yeah, man, that'd be awesome.
I still to this day have no idea how we jumped that much. I know we jumped at the right time because it was draft season, it was free agency and everything going on, but I mean, good Lord, I don't know. I still have no idea how we jumped that much. I mean, it's incredible. Like, honestly, like averaging 400 plus subs a month is like weird. That's just weird to say. Let's see. What do we got? I don't see many comments. Ask some questions, guys. Ask some questions for Marcus here, Mr. Colts Talk. Ask him while he's here. If you guys don't get to ask him much on either his live streams or his channel, ask him now. Now he's here, might as well. Colts Talk, biggest fan right here. I watch you guys too. Appreciate that, Indiana Sports Talk. Appreciate that.
Yeah, that's my guy right there.
Bro, the Titans barely beat the Jags at home. I can definitely see the Titans losing that one too in Jacksonville. I certainly hope so. Certainly hope so.
I mean, the Titans lost to the Vikings, right? And
we got
smashed the Vikings.
Colton in here. Colton in here is a troll amongst all things. I think he's a Titans fan that's still in here.
Yeah.
Let's see. What do we got?
I kind of want to play him again in the playoffs fully healthy just to prove a point. Like, I really want to.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Okay, hold on a second. Let's just see this. What do you guys think is more possible? Colts will be 11-5, and then the Titans will be 13-3. So you win out. You're basically saying you're going to win out, and basically we're going to lose one more game, but go 4 out of 5. Yeah, right. Yeah, sure. You guys are going to go. You guys are certainly not going to win out. I assure you. I hope y'all can even win in this next week against the Browns. I hope y'all can actually do it. Y'all damn lost to the freaking Bengals. If y'all lose to the Bengals, I assure you.
The Bengals. I apologize.
Yeah, they lost to the Bengals in their own place too. So you better actually take care of business amongst the Browns, because the Browns ain't no joke this year. Browns ain't no joke. Oh yeah, here's another one. Danico Autry being reactivated today. That's great news. How important is Danico Autry for this week? Marcus, what do you think, man? How important is he for us now?
Super important, man. All those type of run stoppers you would want on the field every week. Every week. You need every player that makes that impact, and Danico is definitely one of them. You know, you gotta be on the line with your guys. You know, when 1 or 2 people are missing, it just doesn't look the same. So having Autry back on the field, he's definitely going to make an impact, and I just can't wait for him to get on the field, because he definitely is one of those guys that put pressure on the stopping the run, and we definitely missed that when he wasn't on the field. So it's definitely good to see him back on the field. I can't wait.
Any chance we could see the Colts use a split back formation with Taylor and Hines? Didn't I see them do that one play last week? I could have sworn I saw them do it once, but I'm not sure. Not sure, though. I doubt it, because that's just not how the Colts aren't running a spread offense. It's just not how they run things. And, you know, as dynamic as Jonathan Taylor is, I mean, a split back formation just really wouldn't do much. Let's see. Oh, here's the question I wanted to answer. Y'all think T.Y. gonna pop off, since we know what he does at NRG Stadium, aka the owner of the stadium, the second home of that man? What you think, Marcus? We gonna see the best game yet of T.Y. this season? Because I mean, last game had 4 catches for 85 yards and a touchdown. Man, that's a tough act to follow.
He could have had 2 touchdowns last week, but we're not going to talk about it.
Yeah.
But I mean, if T.Y.'s son was still playing for the Texans, and we all know who that is, if he was still there, I feel like he could have went off easily for that stat sheet. But he definitely can still do it. But it's going to be tough, because we have so many weapons, and T.Y. already said he's on the field to do what he has to do. So I don't think he's looking for stats anymore. If he's open and he gets the ball thrown to him, he'll try his best to go get it. But, you know, he's a veteran, so he definitely can do it after the spurt he had last week. But, you know, if he doesn't get it, I totally understand. We still have enough targets. I'd rather see a Michael Pittman Jr. outbreak.
Yeah, I mean, the funny thing is, like, all the suspensions that are going on in Houston right now, the Will Fuller being gone, the number 1 wide receiver for Deshaun Watson this year, gone. The Bradley Roby, their best corner, gone. I mean, it seems like it's almost too good to be true that Houston, you know, there's so many key guys that are going to miss this week now because of PEDs. I mean, how confident are you in the Colts to beat Houston? Because, I mean, it certainly helps not having to guard Will Fuller and go up against Bradley Roby.
I feel super confident. And this is all happening because they got rid of my guy, Bill O'Brien. Bill O'Brien did not deserve that treatment on his way out. But I feel super confident in this week facing the Texans, because they don't have Will Fuller, which is their go-to guy. We're just going to have to put more pressure on Deshaun Watson. That's all it is. That's all it comes down to.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like personally, like we've seen the Colts this year after losses, they come out ticked. Like they come out and they just smack teams. Like we've seen them do it pretty much this whole year. So like,
also we know how Darius Leonard felt after that game, and when that man gets angry, there's not another person in the NFL I want to make more angry than that guy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like I've never seen this whole year the Colts defense that visibly upset on the field. Like it's crazy. I've never seen them that mad. Like, and Matt Eberflus even said it. It wasn't a lack of trying or anything like that. Like he said, the loafs were fine. Just was a lack of execution. And like we know this Colts team and like how much they preach accountability. So like I can't see them just not executing another week, especially against a shorthanded Houston. They are getting potentially David Johnson back. We'll see. I mean, that's still worth monitoring for sure. I know he was activated, but I really feel like the Colts are going to come out and they're just going to play one of their best defensive performances. I really feel like they are. They're mad. They're still confident in themselves, which is good. But the thing that is so different for me from this year compared to last year is this team holds each other accountable. Like we have not seen that backslide like we saw last year in the second half of the season where they lost like 7 or 8 out of 9. No, this year they're beating good teams still, and they're not getting killed by or losing to inferior competition. I really haven't seen them do that this year, beyond maybe week 1. But yeah, overall, I feel like the Colts are really motivated. I'm really excited to see how they respond. You know, when adversity strikes, it seems like this year their natural thing has been just to go out and just beat a team down that they're supposed to beat down. So I really feel confident, like you said, and I'm really excited to see what they do.
All right, big boy question. Anthony Walker leads the team in tackles, surprisingly. So does he deserve 2 years, $20 million deal? Well, I wouldn't necessarily say surprisingly because Anthony Walker's been the healthiest linebacker on this core for ever since he's been drafted. He's been the leader in the middle of the field. So that's not surprising to me at all, especially since I would argue that he's the best run defending linebacker on the roster. So it doesn't surprise me at all. Now, 2 years, $20 million. I don't know. You're pushing that $10 million an average a year on us, and the guy who averages the most, you know, he's the guy that averages the most out of a middle linebacker is Bobby Wagner, and he's getting $18.5 million a year. You know, guys that are in, you know, Anthony Walker's range, like Joe Schobert, guys like that are getting $7.5–8 million a year. I don't necessarily know I want to give Anthony Walker $10 million a year, even if it's for just 2 years. I don't know how you feel about that, Marcus. I didn't even ask you like how you feel about possibly bringing Walker back.
I mean, I like Walker. Him and Darius Leonard definitely do mesh pretty well. When both of those on the field, even Darius Leonard, when he led the league of tackles, Anthony Walker was like right under him. So both of those dudes they do mesh well. If Walker was to go, I feel like he would do good. I think the New York Colts is a good team for him to land. I mean the Jets, but it's a good place for him to land. But if we don't bring him back, I totally understand because we have a lot of talent on the Colts roster. So I don't think he deserves the $20 million, but I think he would take a pay cut if he would want to stay in the Colts organization. I think Anthony Walker is that type of guy for sure.
I would be fine with paying him $6–7 million a year and give him a 3–4 year deal and have him stay because, yeah, he's not getting the majority of the snaps, but, I mean, he's still a quality linebacker at what he does. And freaking UCF Jaguar finds his way into our live stream. Bro, what you doing in here?
I see that earlier.
what you doing in here, man? Oh, man. So many people out last week. Y'all should pass for 500 yards this game. Seriously. I certainly hope so.
And rush for about 200 because Houston's not. I think Houston's last in the league in average yards per carry allowed. So like getting Taylor back is big for this game.
Yeah, I think the Texans give up on average like 128 yards per game on rushing. So that's bad. That's really bad.
Just don't throw it in JJ Swatt's direction. We'll be fine.
Yeah, just get away from JJ Swatt and then we're okay. Yeah. Because we saw what he did, what was it, last week, where he jumped up and swatted it and grabbed it down and still got the pick six. I mean, good Lord, that is just something J.J. Watt would do. That is so J.J. Watt.
I'm convinced J.J. Watt could be 70 years old and still play in the NFL. Like, that dude is just a monster, man.
Oh, man. He is just like a man possessed. When he plays, I mean, nobody matches it. Outside of maybe the Maniac, I don't think anyone matches his intensity when he plays. When he's fully healthy. That's true. That's true. Pittman or T.Y. or Burton, if you had to only take one, who would you choose? I mean,
Pittman.
are we talking longevity, or are we talking like who's going to have the best career, who's most important? I'm not sure what you're asking. I mean, it's kind of a weird question. I mean, if we're talking like who's going to have the best career out of all of them, then obviously I think T.Y. is probably going to have that argument. Pittman right now is probably the most suitable weapon because, Pittman, when he's healthy, he's showing you what he can do. I mean, Burton's been the red zone guy, in multiple different ways. So he's been really good. So.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about Burton, I feel like at all this season, but he's just been really such a solid weapon for Rivers. I really like that signing. Really underrated signing, I feel like, that we just don't talk about. That's why it's so underrated. I really have enjoyed, getting Trey Burton. I think he's been really good when healthy.
Yeah, definitely. And I feel like the tight end position, any tight end that you put in those positions to catch those touchdowns would have did it. Because I feel like Mo Cox could have been just as successful, or Jack Doyle. But I feel like Trey Burton's just on the field more often, so he gets the credit.
Colton, I'm not arguing with a guy that's won maybe 3 times in the last 20 games against us. Congratulations. Your team is ass. Your team has been historically ass ever since they've been in the AFC South. That's all I got to say on the matter. That's it. That's it. I won the argument. Your team's done. Your team has nothing on ours. Nothing. Do I need to get a clip of Reggie Wayne and Pat McAfee up here to roast you again? Jeez. I know you do. I know you love it. I know you do. Let's see here. Chris, what's up, man? How you doing, dude? How you doing? Let's see. Let's see. Blah, 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 blah. If you had to take someone off the Colts, Indiana Sports Talk right now with the Heat right now. Leonard, Nelson, or Buckner, who you taking off? Okay, I'll speak to this in the sense of if I was the Colts and I felt like one of these guys had to go, which one would I be most suitable with letting go? Oh my gosh, I'm gonna get roasted for this. I know I am.
Another week, Derek.
Yeah, yeah, it's just another week in Colts paradise. That's fine. I'll take it. Probably Buckner, because I'm certainly not getting rid of Quentin Nelson. Quentin Nelson's the one of the best offensive linemen in football, and possibly the best if you wanted to see him at full health. And it's between Leonard and Buckner, but I mean, I just think I just love Leonard. I just love him too much. I mean, come on, guys. I got the number here right now. I can't pick against my boy the Maniac because for a couple reasons. One, he put me in a hype video with him. Second, he's just got the mentality, man. I mean, if you watched his presser from the other day, I mean, he's talking about, you're going to find out in games like that last Sunday who's going to quit on you, and you're going to find out who's going to ride all the way to the end with you. I'm not a quitter. That's not what I do. That's for wussies. I don't do that. And I'm sure he figured out who was on their side and who wasn't. And that's just the mentality of a champion. That's who I want on that defensive side. So, unfortunately, I have to go with Buckner, man.
No, that is like the most wrong thing I've ever heard in my life.
Oh, good Lord.
Bro,
give me a
just
break.
Look at this last game.
I know, but that was more than just Buckner. That wasn't just more than just Buckner.
Is the most important player on this defense, and I'm not going to hear your argument because it's false.
Oh, yeah,
Don't even.
Yeah, okay, fine. That's fine. I don't care. That's fine. I know I'm going to get roasted. It's fine. I'm talking longevity here, Cody.
Tell him, Cody.
Longevity. What is this man doing? Get over here with your touchdown INDY shirt. Get out of here. Let's see. Some more of just going after Colton. I love it, guys. Keep it up. I mean, what is it about Titans fans that makes them it boosts their ego so much when they beat us? I mean, the few rare times that they do it. I don't know. Just some salty Titans fans in here.
I don't know. The only team they should really be going after is the Ravens because they sun them every time they play.
How'd you barely beat them in overtime? Is your team really that good if you were going into overtime against them? Just trying to say, you know. Do y'all know how hard it is to be a Colts fan in Jacksonville? you probably get roasted, bro.
We love you, Greg.
Yeah, we love you, Greg. We appreciate you holding it down in Jacksonville. Lord knows that a winning organization fan needs to be in Jacksonville because they don't know what that is anymore.
Hey, I want to tick you off, Derek. So I'm gonna show this comment. Well, this one's gonna tick you off too, but I want to show you a comment that's gonna tick you, probably both of us off.
All right,
let's just embrace the hate for a second.
You guys overlook every opponent and think you're the best in the league. Every game is winnable for both sides, no matter who's playing. Since when do we ever overlook every opponent? I could have sworn that I was the one that said I could have sworn that Cody was the one that said we were going to lose to the Ravens. And I'm quite positive there was 1 or 2 games this year where I said we were going to lose against said opponent. So how? I'd like to know. I mean, you're.
I feel like we've actually been pretty accurate on our like assumptions or our guesses. Like one of us has normally gotten it right. You know, if there's like a team, we're just like, yeah, like honestly, they're a good team, and like it'd be hard to beat them.
Yeah,
like, that's what we're here for, man. We're fans, but like we're realistic too. Like we're not blindly like we're gonna go 16-0. You know, like
we're not New England Patriots fans. Okay, we're not like them.
I hope not.
They're the ones that do that, not us. Okay.
All
right, I'm getting off that disgusting comment. What do y'all think of Deshaun Watson? Marcus, you want to talk about some Deshaun Watson? I mean,
yes.
If he went off the Texans right now, what would you want to give up to get him?
To get him, I wouldn't want to get much because you see what they got for DeAndre Hopkins. So I think we should just give him some Pringles, a second-round pick, and maybe an offensive lineman because, you know, they like offense. Well, Bill O'Brien isn't there anymore, so I don't think they traded for a lineman. So I think just give him a Rocky center or something. I don't know. but yeah, Deshaun Watson, sneaky talented. I don't like him because he played for the Texans, but I do have respect for him. I really do because he really is good. You know, he's one of those quarterbacks that you always have to look after, even if he's on a team that really doesn't show it. He's still sneaky talented and can beat your good team any week.
I love that comment. Yeah, Cody and I love Bill O'Brien. We were very upset when he got fired because, you know, you want to keep the competition at a down low. You know, you want to make sure that the best guy is there for the job. And, you know, he was certainly being the best guy for the job when it comes to a Colts fan's perspective. It's kind of the same thing that Ohio State fans say about Harbaugh, you know, at Michigan. Like, keep him there for life, please. He never beats us, so it's fine with me. Let's see here. What do we got? Oh, Jonesy saying he would have gotten rid of Nelson. Oh, Jonesy, please don't. I like you. Don't do that. Don't do that to me, please. Please don't. Here's his excuse. So is the rest of the offensive line. What do you mean? And you know what the funny thing is? Quentin Nelson still having the second best run block rate of any offensive lineman in the NFL this year. Yet somehow, like, we keep saying, oh, well, he hasn't done much this year. That goes to show you just the bar that we set Quentin Nelson at. That he's still the second best offensive lineman at run blocking this year, even while hurt. And yet Colts fans are saying, man, Quentin Nelson just hasn't looked the same this year. Just hasn't looked good. That tells you anything. Tell us how you really feel, Derek. Don't make me. I'll blow up, please. Don't make me do it.
Oh, man. Derek, I feel like you go and tick people off, and then for some reason, I see the hate comments later on. I don't know why that is.
Yeah,
I feel like it never fails.
Oh, dude, I try my best, when it comes to keep my cool when it comes to some of these people. Just sometimes in the chat, y'all just piss me off sometimes. I can.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Yeah, it really is. You can't spell Colton without Colt. Thank you.
Yep,
UCF
for sure.
Jaguar even knows it. This man knows. Even UCF the Jags beat us more than your team does, Colton. Seriously, get out of here. The Jags beat us more often. I'd rather take crap from a Jags fan because at least they win. Jesus. Let's see here. Yeah, that's a true statement there. What's up with Paris? So what is up with Paris Campbell? Well, I mean, they said it's probably going to be a miracle if he plays this year. I kind of expected that. But, man, I mean, it really does suck. Yeah. Oh, this is how delusional Titans fans are. You ready for this comment?
Oh, no.
What y'all got? Andrew Luck on your team? What y'all got?
Tannehill's like 31.
We were 11-0 against y'all. We were 11-0 against y'all with one guy. You think Tannehill about to do that? Nah, man.
T.Y. was the father in Houston, and Luck was the father in Tennessee.
Yep. Luck the father in Tennessee and T.Y. the father in Houston. That's great. So basically, he's stating that they won't lose anytime the rest of this decade does. Yeah, you're a troll, man. I'm not wasting. I will let chat deal with you. I'm not wasting any more of my time.
Throw to the chat. Let the chat get him.
Colts Talk. Why change the logo?
Oh yeah, I did notice that.
Yeah, I noticed.
That's a good question, Caleb. So week by week, I load into my logo, and I see it. I was like, what can I do to brighten it? So I just touch it up every now and then. I think I'll just keep this one, to be honest. But if something does come across my screen and I like it, I'm just going to change it again. As long as you click my channel, it's totally fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. It stands out. You got your name in there in the middle and the reverb effect on it. I mean, that's not too bad. That's not too bad at all.
And another thing. Hey, Caleb. He's always in my channel.
Got it. Hey, hold up a second. Okay, so again, I have to say it again for everyone that is in here. There's still 70 of you in here. Please go and subscribe to this man. Colts Talk on YouTube. Guys, we've gotten him over. I think we hit him over 10 subs so far today. I mean, I saw it was 1.06 last time I checked. So
okay.
We've gotten him about 10 subs so far. Can we please get this man to 20? 20 more subs, please. I like it. I like the reverb. Come on, please. The Rock hate. I hate the Rock hate, man. It's just, I don't know. I hate how people are so touchy on him. He's only a second-year player. That's what's sad. It's just everybody, because the rest of the secondary has performed at such an elite level that when Rocky Sin has a few bad games this year, everyone says, "Oh, get rid of it, bench him. He's done. Terrible." I mean, Cody was saying the same thing about Mark Lewinsky. Well, not necessarily, but he was saying some nasty stuff about Mark Lewinsky a little bit last year, saying that he wishes that there was somebody else to take that spot. But, I mean, now we see what Mark Lewinsky's been like this year. I mean, can't Rocky Sin have a little bit more time, people? He is only, 24 years old? He's not old. Give this man some time.
I literally laugh at between Michael and Cody's tweets when the games are live almost every Sunday. Their tweets are hilarious.
I hate Colts Twitter during game time. I never get on it. Never do. Because then
every time I do, I regret it.
Yeah.
I lose followers because I call people out you're insane. Just chill out. But they don't. I mean, it's I understand people are emotional, but that's why I'm just it's should I do it? Should I go on Twitter today? Oh, I shouldn't have. That's mostly what happened.
Last season was the best season your team has ever had, so congratulations. Your team's been a team for what, like 30, 40 years now, and your team has only ever made it to the conference championship? Yeah, my team can't relate. I'm sorry.
Bro, real talk, though, the Titans haven't won the division since I was in elementary school. So let's let that sink in for a second. I'm 24.
Thank you, Roger. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you being in here. Can we please get you to change your logo?
I was just about to mention that. That is creepy.
Yeah. There's a lot of there's a meme out there with this gnome, and that's where he got it from. It's Roger, please. I love it. I love the profile pic because I know what meme that's from, but please just change it. Please do. But I love that you loved it when I shut down Titans fans, because they're just salty people who don't understand what winning is.
Eric's going off today, man. This is wild.
Oh, don't even get me started, bro. I'll destroy any Titans fan that wants anything to do with me. Please, let them try. Tried to get a Darius Leonard jersey, but they were sold out. Dang.
Really?
Jeez. Report: Bill O'Brien traded Deshaun Watson for Jordan Wilkins and 2 6th-round picks.
Let's go.
Cody is the cool, calm, collected guy, and I'm just the rowdy guy on camera. See, that's the funny thing that a lot of you don't know about Cody is that when he's off the camera, this guy definitely has a knack for wanting to kick some people's butts when it comes to whether it's content, whether it's opinions, whether it's something. But this man definitely has a lot more energy off of the camera than what he does on it. I assure you.
Well, man, it's about image, so, and I have people that watch, and I don't want them, I have thoughts, but like some of it I don't feel like I need to vocalize. So that's why I'm chill sometimes, even though internally I'm not chill, but externally I have to pretend I am.
Yep. Someone mailed me a Colts jersey, and I'll make the switch. Oh, this is our Texans boy. Oh. Okay. How H-Town, get a hold of me on Twitter at Derek_Larger. And then when I send you the jersey, I want to see a picture of you wearing it, and it's going to be that profile pic. That's it right there. That's the profile pic.
They should be selling TY jerseys in Houston.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true.
All right, guys, I got to go. Thanks. Hey, see you later, Alan. Thanks for being in here again. Hey, everybody do what Roger says. Subscribe, man. We've already gotten him over 10 subs so far in this stream. Please keep doing it, guys. We want to try to get him at least 20.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. He shouldn't have pulled up Brock. Let's see. Yeah, new series starting, Cody. This should be a new series for the channel. Derek versus Titans fans. That should be a new series. Oh my gosh, I'll destroy some Titans fans, man. You have to watch the mistakes. Remember how much Vince Young was hyped up, but you always knew he had dumb plays in him. Is Rock the same? Give him another year. Yeah, dude, I never bought into the Vince Young hype. I never bought into it because, the funny thing is he would fit in today's system of quarterbacks, like the mobile guy that can move around and do stuff. But it was never about wasted talent for him. It's just how he conducted himself off the field, which led to his lack of performance on the field and eventually got him kicked out of the NFL because he got overweight. He lost his money. He was terrible with business decisions, and you ultimately sucked on the football field. So therefore you're gone. I mean, it sucks how that works. I love the memes after the Colts win. Yes.
Jim Irsay is my favorite one. GYM.
Oh yeah, the Jim one. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. I loved when that picture came out. The Colts Twitter had a heyday with that one, dude. Oh man.
Gets me every time.
Yeah, when Jim Irsay like posted that video like with the weight room, I thought he was just gonna freaking like lift that up, like flat, like 4 plates on each side. I thought he was just gonna like be jacked. I'm just like, dude, that would have been crazy if he did that.
Yes, Fetty Rap, I totally agree that Rock is not a trade-worthy piece, at least not right now. But like you're right, he's just the liability when it comes to the secondary. Every secondary has one of those guys, but that's where the defensive that should be where the defense should come in handy, where you make adjustments to help Rock out, because that's how you know that sometimes it's going to happen. We need Trace McSorley. That they said no. What tweet was it? Oh, what tweet was it? There was a tweet, I think, from CBS Sports HQ that tweeted that so far throughout the whole season, minimum of 6 pass attempts. 6. Only 6. Trace McSorley has the best QB rating out of everyone.
Wow.
You really had to stretch for that one, didn't you? Oh, man. Be happy I haven't subscribed over there. I think I know what you mean by that, Jonesy. I'm not going to mention it, but I think I know what you're talking about. Also, give him a like also and turn the notifications on. Yes, absolutely. Derek versus Titans fans, only on pay-per-view.
We'll get Derek the chair.
Oh, no, here's what I'll do, Cody, because it's something that we said we'd do for members. For any members that want to see that, members of the channel only get exclusive access. Derek versus Titans fans, members only club. If you want to see that, you become a member of the channel. There we go. Did you put Colton in timeout? Is that you, Cody?
No, I should. I should.
No, Colton. No, don't put him in timeout. The Titans fan doesn't deserve to stop talking. He just makes himself look worse every time he talks. And no, Colton, I didn't time you out. Somebody that I modded did. Probably need to reconsider some of the words you're putting out here too. So. H-Sound's asking what your Twitter, Derek. At Derek_larger. I'll just put it in the chat. Just cause. Let's see here. See, this is the part of the stream here, Marcus, where it just gets fun. We just see the chat, and then we just see some really delusional Titans fan or Jags fan come in here, and then we just watch the chat roast them. That's Who do you guys think is the most underrated newbie this year? I'll let you take the floor there.
Underrated? I don't know how it could be underrated. They all show out when they step on the field. So that's a tough question.
Yeah.
Underrated, Justin Blackman.
Okay.
Well, Julian Blackman's underrated.
I'll say Trey Burton because nobody's talking about him, but he's doing great. I think he's really good. Yeah. So Trey Burton for me.
Yeah, definitely. I see both of those. I think it's funny just because Marcus gave the national media answer and Cody gave the team answer. I think that's that's honestly how that works. Like Colts Nation doesn't talk about Trey Burton at all, but Colts Nation loves Julian Blackman, but the rest of the country just seems to forget that Julian Blackman's playing. Just 2 weeks ago, ESPN put out a post of the top 10 best rookies out of the NFL this year, and Julian Blackman wasn't on it. They actually did a defensive rookie one too, and he wasn't in the top 10 there either. Like, are you serious?
It's because they don't give us TV time. That's all it is.
Yeah,
right,
exactly.
That's true.
Yeah, for real though.
And when they do, what do? We go out, we show out, man. We win.
That's it. Ask Aaron Rodgers.
That's right.
Yep, ask Aaron Rodgers.
And the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, yeah, that too, yeah.
Oh, Justin, I see that comment. Stop. Justin,
what?
Stop. It's Chad Kelly.
No, it came back. Oh, no.
It's back again. Justin,
Taking a
stop.
snap of
I
it.
don't like
Oh
that.
yeah,
Stop it, please.
Swag Kelly, baby.
Please stop.
Swag Kelly people are
There are
insane.
still Swag Kelly fans that attack us on YouTube every day.
They
because
still exist.
If only Swag Kelly would have had the chance, he would have been the next quarterback of the NFL for the Colts. Go F yourselves, please. Stop. And this video is getting demonetized anyway, so might as well just let it all out. It was already getting demonetized the moment Cody said COVID at the first 5 minutes of it. Thanks, Cody.
Yeah, you made up for it with other things, so we evened out.
Chris, I'm your only Facebook viewer. Oh, is he at right now? Yeah, he is actually. The funny part is, like, when we first go live, like the Twitter and the Facebook groups do really well, and then as the time goes on, people either come to the YouTube side of it or they just leave. But what? I said I wasn't going to respond to you. I'm not responding to you. He said, make me a mod. So why? Why should okay, Colton, how about this? Why don't you explain to me why I should make you a mod? He probably mentions it somewhere in here already, but why don't you explain to me why? All right. MPJ will have 2 touchdowns versus Houston. Believe in Pitt. Hey, that'd be great. I mean, you saw how hyped I was when he got that first touchdown. I mean, that was great.
Yeah.
What was your reaction, Marcus, when you saw Pittman get that first TD?
My reaction was untouched.
Yes,
like, he
sir.
really went untouched.
Untouched.
Yeah, I was like, man, this guy's got speed for that size, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does. He's got it. I mean, you know, when the linebacker is forced to cover him too, like on one of those drag routes, it's not happening. No linebacker's catching him. Yeah, Blankenship, we know. Hot Rod's been incredible this year. Cody and I are still trying to recover from that one. We stood strong on the opposite end of the kicking battle there with Chase McLaughlin, but, you know.
I think Hot Rod's leading the AFC in votes for kickers right now.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
Sure is.
So I would love to see him make the Pro Bowl in year 1. That'd be awesome.
Thank you, Roger. No, actually, I wouldn't. But I did play center. You know, if we wanted to move Ryan Kelly to left tackle and put me at center, I could be okay at that. Oh, man. Burton popping off the screen. Yeah, he's getting more comfortable. He's getting a lot more catches. Julian for Defensive Rookie of the Year. We stole him. He should have been first rounder, but I'm not complaining. You're right. Like before he went down with that injury, most had him as a late first round guy. I mean, he really was. I mean, he's showing right now that he deserved to have been drafted in the first round. And who was the guy, Cody, that said that we got the second best safety for Utah and he's hurt? I don't forget who that guy is.
Let me type it in. I'll keep going. I'm going to find it.
Guy plays linebacker, missing more tackles than Blackman. Oh, we're talking Blackman versus Chin now. Where does that argument even come from? Like, why is that argument a thing? Blackman leads him in every statistical category, and he's played less snaps than Chin has by a lot. I mean, I don't know where this Chin argument's coming from, Marcus. Maybe you can enlighten me. I don't know.
I mean, he really only had, like, in my opinion, maybe 2 impressive weeks, and I'm talking about Chin. So consistency-wise, it's definitely still Blackman. Even if Blackman takes a week off, his stats will still be better. Look at the team Chin's on.
Death by demonetization. Demonetized gang, YouTube gang.
Yeah, we're good with it.
What is it with Curtis Painter being in here now? Why? What
would you rather have, Painter or Swag Kelly?
Painter.
What?
Actually,
No.
I'm kidding. I'm joking.
You better be.
Yeah, I'm joking. I know.
I mean,
Swag
okay.
Kelly would have been better.
I would go with Painter just so we could get a top quarterback. I definitely understand that.
Go back for another Andrew Luck situation.
Yes, I would take that.
Oh, Vinny, you not done it yet? Hold on. I'm gonna have to get him. Hold on. I can. I'm gonna have to pull the stream up to get to do that, but I can definitely mod this man because he's right. He's been on here a lot, and he's definitely been good for us. Let me see here. Let me just get that. Add moderator. Bam. There you go, Fitty. You are now a mod of this channel. Thank you. I was happier than his girlfriend when he got his first touchdown. I doubt that very much.
Goodness.
I doubt that very much.
That was crazy.
That is funny. Okay, Derek for backup left tackle for the Colts. Hey, my numbers here, man. Colts know where to find me. Oh man, hold on. Man, oh man. Let's see here.
Was it Jim Nagy that said that?
I don't remember. I have no idea. I can't remember.
I think it's either him or John, whatever that John guy is that does draft stuff.
Gotcha.
I don't know.
That was a really dumb thing. He's still taking it. He's still taking it to this day.
Yeah, that was pretty crazy.
What do we got? Fitty, you just naming everybody. He said Grover Stewart and Taylor Stallworth for left tackle. Now he's
just throwing up everybody.
Throw up everybody out there.
Why not?
Why not? Good Lord, y'all. Burton's deal, wasn't that a like a 1 year, like $8.5 million deal or something? It was a veteran. It was almost a veteran.
Yeah, I think Burton's on a 1 year deal.
Yep.
Well, I think Burton's definitely been worthy of coming back because, you know, I think his production has been worth the 1 year deal that he signed. Saw a tweet saying Jeremy Chin for Defensive Rookie of the Year for picking up 2 fumbles he didn't create. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the only difference between Chin and Blackman is that Blackman actually forces fumbles and turnovers, and Chin just recovers them. There's a difference.
Is somebody like getting ready to launch or something over there?
That's the bridge. They're always racing.
Oh.
I was gonna say I thought I heard an engine just. That's great.
That's the sound of John.
You got some racing after this or something?
That's the sound of Jonathan Taylor on Sunday.
Hey,
I'd love that.
Oh man. Okay, Indiana Sports Talk with another one of these. Ooh. Taylor, Pittman, or Blackman, who will have the better career?
Oh, that's good.
That's
a really good one. Whoever thinks of it first, go ahead, because I'm gonna have to think about this for a second.
Blackman.
I'm going Pittman.
Dang it! Why the heck?
You're too late, man. Nice guys finish last.
All right. Well, my initial thought was Pittman as well, but that could be what I don't know. You just never. I think it's just because I feel like wide receivers just last longer in the league. Like Larry Fitzgerald's been in the league for a long time, and like I don't know. I just feel like wide receivers for me can stay in the league a little bit longer than like for Blackman, especially because of how he plays. I can see his career not being as long just because he's such a physical guy. But I don't know. And with running backs, like we know they have a short lifespan in the NFL, so probably Pittman.
Painter has Colts' longest passing touchdown in Colts history to guard
someone for
97 yards. That real? That real? That's true?
Probably. And then he threw 4 other interceptions after that.
Welcome to the mod gang. Oh, great. We just need Tristan in here. And there we go. When do I get to become a mod? H-Town, well, if you become a member of the channel, if you hit that red join button down there by the channel or by the stream, if you become a member, then I can instantly mod you right there and then. That's the quickest way to do it. Never mod me. Unless you want me gone. I tend to leave places that mod me. All right. Well, I'll keep that in mind for future reference.
Yeah.
If we don't win the division, we have to play the Chiefs in the playoffs. What are your thoughts on that?
Ooh.
Well, we don't have to. I mean, the Titans and the Browns and some other teams could go on a big losing streak. And I mean, there's other possibilities, but hey, I mean, we beat them last year. Why not shock the world and do it again?
Why not?
Ain't that about right? Justin speaking me already. Where's Tristan?
Good question.
Oh, that is a good question.
Dang, it's already 8. That's crazy. I've been on here for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy how long this stuff keeps going on.
Oh, dear. By the way, Trevor, thanks for having us on the other day, man.
Yeah, right.
I got to change my battery out. It's dying. It was fully charged when we started. I'll be back.
Yep.
Look who's last. I have to do that all the time. I say that all the time because anytime we're doing a recording session, this guy's always last. Is my profile pic better? But it's still the gnome, man.
Oh my goodness.
I'm a gnome, and you've been gnomed. Damn it! Why does that? Oh man. Tom Haynes. Oh wow, interesting. I haven't seen you in a while. What percentage would you guys give the Colts to make playoffs? Pretty low percentage right now because the best case scenario is they finish like 5th or 6th. I mean, so probably low 40s at this point. It's a really low chance compared to a lot of other teams.
I still would say probably over 50% for me. I really feel like they still have a good shot. They're still in the playoff picture right now. So I would say 60% for me right now. It really depends how they play the next couple weeks. It really does.
Yep.
It's up to them. It's really in their court at this point. By the way, Derek, I heard you talking trash about me, bro. I heard it.
Well, yeah, that was the point. That's the point. I know how you are. And it's not talking crap if it's the truth.
Square up, bro. Let's go.
Throw me right now. Roger, you got to fix it, man. I'm not seeing it. And
maybe
I destroy you in board drill, bro. I outweigh you by probably 60 pounds, and you're taller than me too. So I get the leverage battle.
All right, whatever you say. We fight like this all the time. This isn't uncommon.
Yeah, it's an ongoing thing. It's okay.
I love it.
Can I do a podcast with you guys? Hey, Hayden, you always can, man. Are you wanting to come on here, or you got your own podcast? Because Indiana Sports Talk wanting to be a mod. Indiana Sports Talk, if I see you more in the chat, I will. I don't see you a lot in here. Maybe that's my fault. Maybe I'm missing, but yeah, if you're in the chat a lot more often, I normally get the people that are in here all the time, and I know don't cause trouble. I mean, you haven't caused trouble yet, so we'll see. If I steal my mom money, I could be a member.
Oh, geez.
I mean, it's just steal her credit card, man. Just place it on the just one time. It's just, if it's $2, what's she gonna know, right? She ain't gonna probably even notice that.
You're telling people to cheat. Now we're definitely getting me demonetized. I don't care if we did before. Like, there's no doubt.
Give me to 1,000. Get me to 1,000 subs without a bid. When I hit it, I will do Colts content. That's not how that works, bro.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, thanks for coming on. Appreciate you, man. Okay, Justin.
He's just throwing out stuff anymore.
Oh my goodness.
David Perry, he rode on the golf cart to go sign his contract. If you remember what happened there, you'll think it's hilarious. Do you remember that? You remember why he got cut?
No.
I think he assaulted somebody on a golf cart or something.
Did he really?
What?
Yeah. I'm gonna pull it up to I know it had involved a golf cart of some sort.
Trevor with the real question here. Hey, you know what? Just for more laughs, Marcus, I'm putting you on the spot here, man.
Oh my goodness.
Who winning? Come on, right now, right here, right now. Who you got?
Well, I'm going to be biased due to Sunday Twitter rages. I'm going to pick Cody.
Oh, are you serious right now?
Dude, I can't remember what game it was, but it was at this point Cody was like, okay, I'm getting on Twitter. I was like, wait, but the game's on. You can't just get on Twitter. And we wound up coming back and winning that game too. I forgot which game it was.
Where I just have to get off on Twitter. I don't stop the game. I'm just like, I just can't handle these takes right now.
Yeah, everybody in the chat, I want to see right now. If you commented already, I want to see you comment again. Me or Cody in an MMA fight. Who wins? Right now, right here, right now. Who y'all picking? I want to see. I already know Justin's got me, but I want to see y'all. What do you got? Me or Cody? Who you got? I want to see it.
Jeez.
Do you think that the offensive line was a big reason why the offense didn't do good? I want to hear all your thoughts. Well, we're talking about this last game, then yeah, that definitely had a big issue to do with it because, Rivers was under a lot more pressure that last game. Nelson obviously missed a couple blocks, and, with the situation we have with left tackle, it's kind of an issue. So it definitely is the offensive line is a big reason why we're not as good.
I got some peeps in here backing me up.
Everyone's picking Cody, and I've seen a few Marcuses. I'm like, I'm a referee. I'm not fighting.
Derek wins in 2 rounds by TKO. What is up with it? What? Oh my God! We got a
got the stamina
here too. You're not even fighting, and people are making it.
He'll just come in with a chair, man.
Right.
What is up, man?
I don't think they're picking you because the first time we played the Titans, you picked the Titans to win.
Probably.
That's right.
After seeing Derek's reaction to the holding penalties in the Packers game, I'm going with Derek. That's what I was talking about. Y'all didn't see me. Anyone that watched my reactions over the last 2 weeks should know that pure adrenaline runs through me like nobody else. Please.
Look.
What?
That is so funny.
Oh my gosh, I got lightheaded. Oh my gosh, I got lightheaded. Oh my God, I got lightheaded. I swear to God. Oh, Jesus. I got to drink some more water, dude. Hold on a second. Hold on.
Oh my gosh. That was great. Oh my.
Oh my gosh. That was hilarious, dude. You saw it, and then I put it up right as you saw it. There's a couple Derek's coming in here now. Okay, a couple, but here's one. Cody, have you ever met Derek in real life? Yes,
one time, right?
One time. The only one time.
Last year at that Miami game. That worst Miami game of the year, man. That was bad, but that was a highlight of that game, that's for sure.
Yeah, it certainly was. And Cody and I said that, once we reach a certain accomplishment that we won't name on here, but once we reach a certain accomplishment, we're going to try to get together and, celebrate a little bit because we haven't seen each other since November of last year. So
that's right. Yeah. try to get some of the crew, all the people who have contributed to the podcast before, get us all together. Obviously, we're not gonna have a ton of people, but like it'd be sweet to get the crew together, man.
Let's see here. Oh, wait, where was that comment? Hold on, I saw it. Hold on, where was it? Oh, here we go.
Oh my goodness.
I don't even know how to respond to that.
That's hilarious, dude.
Well, Marcus, how has your birthday been, man?
It's been great, man. It's still going after the end of this podcast, but yeah, it's been going good so far. I can't complain. I'm enjoying it.
You about to get lit, or are you just gonna do something else?
Oh yeah, I mean, I woke up lit, so I think I'm just gonna finish it off at the end.
Hey, and nothing wrong with waking up with a buzz, man, and then ending it with a buzz. Ain't nothing wrong with that at all. Y'all just be some trolls up in here, man. How do I join the Colts? Well, if you're looking to be a part of the team, I think you'd have to get drafted or be an undrafted.
No, I think you can just walk in there for enter the facility and just say, "I'm on your team now." I know
what they were meaning, Cody.
I know.
I'm messing.
I know. Can you imagine if somebody just like, "Hey, I'm a part of the team now. You accept me."
I don't know. I tried to get hired by the Colts. Believe me, that's a hard gig to deal with. But if you look on a couple different sites with some jobs, maybe you can apply. Maybe see if we can do that. What up, FaZe? How you doing? We always laugh. This guy's name is the best thing ever. FaZe Waterhose. That's the greatest username ever. Honestly, he's got FaZe in his name too, so you know he's legit at whatever it is that he does. Well, here's one for you, Marcus. I mean, I think we saw the obvious answer before, right?
Mm-hmm. Julian Blackman.
Heck yeah. The other guys just really haven't had a chance to really perform as much. You know, I mean, pretty much it.
Yeah, Blackman's been the only one that's like.
What is it?
Oh, my goodness.
Wait, you want to explain that one to me, Marcus?
Okay, so this is the story. I don't know how my Twitch all of a sudden sends out notice through my Colts Talk Twitter account, but they wasn't supposed to see that. I was just training. I wasn't really in there. Even though I still won the game, I'm just training on Apex. This is my first day playing it.
Oh, nice.
So it's called Hold the B button. Oh my God, that is funny, dude. I think it's because you have it connected to your YouTube account. When you have a Twitch or other stuff that connects to it, when you're streaming or if you're on something for that, then it will send it to your other platforms. So that's why it does that.
I'll see someone I like the tweet. I was like, "Oh, I'm going to delete it." I just delete the tweet. I like goes out.
Oh my gosh, Justin, stop, dude. Antonio
crazy
Morrison,
scenarios.
That is funny. Antonio Morrison, man, I had high hopes for that guy when we drafted him. I thought, that could have been something that, if he kept his head on straight, I thought that could have been a really good pick, but just had that bad okay.
Well, anyway,
my
who the hell is Ben DiNucci? Who is that?
That guy for the Cowboys.
Oh
yeah,
right.
yeah.
The freaking third stringer. Oh my God.
DiNucci. No, I remember Antonio Morrison barked at a dog. He's like, "Yeah, the dog barked at me," so I barked back at him. I was like, "Okay, this guy's probably not going to work out. He's insane."
FaZe, we're probably going to do this at some point. We're probably going to make a Discord. We'll make a Discord at some point so everybody can join in.
That'd be cool.
But I swear to God, if any of y'all are racist or do anything stupid in there, I will delete all of you. I know how that Discord chat sometimes gets with a lot of people who do stuff like that. Y'all better not allow anyone into that Discord that's not going to contribute in some way to this channel. Oh my gosh. Apparently stealing Lamar Jackson. Oh my God.
He looked comfortable in Indy. I'll say that much.
Mm-hmm. LaRon Landry.
Oh, freaking jacked. Dude, that was crazy.
Juiced.
That dude was human steroid.
Yeah.
Juiced.
What's up, y'all? I'm here to support, even though I'm a Falcons fan. Hey, Jay for 7. What's up, man? Thanks for being on here.
LaRon Landry put Brian Cushing to shame.
I
remember when.
Yeah, Brian Cushing. You see that photo of him recently? That dude is jacked.
Did you guys know he was the strength and conditioning coach for the Texans?
Did not know.
That's hilarious considering what happened.
Yeah, I totally get it, though. That makes total freaking sense. That totally makes sense.
I laughed when the news broke. I was like, of course. It all connects.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, he is – everybody remembers that clip, right, where he knocked out the Browns tackle and then took his helmet off, got hit, and still pushed the guy back. That dude had – I don't know if there is something mentally wrong with him, but he's got way too much testosterone running through him when he played, man. I mean, how many guys get hit in the face with a face mask and still go and push back like that? That is tough.
It's crazy how these things work out when they get caught in PEDs, because after Will Fuller got caught with it, it was only because he went crazy the game before. He had like 2 touchdowns, like over 100 receiving yards.
Yeah. Why is every comment just breaking? Breaking.
I don't know. That's crazy.
Okay, this is the lamest one yet.
Oh, dude.
He almost walked off.
He wanted to. He was so close. He was so close, man.
Man. That almost got me.
That was actually the first time I ever seen Cody walk off camera when I said Buckner, but I don't think that's breaking news, though. I mean, that's he didn't throw a dime, by the way. He actually, it was a simple post route. I mean, it wasn't anything spectacular.
Oh, wow. That's a good one.
Oh, man, it's a really good one. Again, every single freaking one of these is just breaking news. Stop. Fun fact, I live where Phillip Rivers was born. Oh, very cool. Very cool, interesting fact. Why don't y'all drop some random fun facts in here? Because those are more fun. We're kind of at that part of the stream, too. Probably going to be going for like another 20 minutes at the most, because we're going to let Marcus enjoy the rest of his birthday and appreciate him for, hanging out here on a 2-hour stream.
Yeah, man.
What's the longest stream we've ever done, Cody? What was it?
There was one like 3.5 hours.
3.5 hours?
That was insane, man.
I know I can go on forever, but it's just a matter of, Cody. That's the issue. I don't think Cody can stay with me on the streaming for as long as me.
Man, you keep throwing shade at me today. Well, you better watch your back, boy.
Sure. What you gonna do about it?
I know where you kind of live.
You don't know kind of where. I thought he was I almost thought he was gonna break. I thought for a second. Oh, I thought for a second I might get you off of the camera. That would have been amazing.
I just want you to know I have screenshots from when we first started talking. I have every single conversation we ever had, so I'm going to use them to my advantage.
Sure. Yeah.
Just so you know.
You're gonna use the first one where I was the one that reached out to you about the podcast. Is that right?
Yeah, and I'm just gonna say, yeah.
You have on me. I got nothing.
No.
You ain't got nothing on me, bro. Oh,
you'd be surprised how I could spin it. Jeez.
The heck is that?
Young Hoku, man.
Three Apex together. I don't have Apex. I don't have a system.
Apex? What did I walk back into?
I pulled that comment up. Y'all got to stream Apex together. That'd be amazing.
Oh gosh.
Oh my gosh. Oh, I played ball in a small town called Sydney, Ohio, man. All the way from basically Dayton area. That's funny. It's kind of funny because when Danny Pinter was having issues with those snaps, I will admit I can relate to that a lot because when I was the center for the football team, when I was a junior, I kind of got thrown into the fire. I was never supposed to be the center for the team that year. I just kind of got okay, you're going to be starter on varsity now. You're going to need to do this position. Can you do it? It's like, yeah, I'll do it. And it took me a couple weeks to get used to how to snap a football. Believe me, folks, it's a lot harder than it looks. It is a lot harder than it looks to have to snap it perfectly and then block. It's hard to do. You probably can't.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry, Marcus.
Wow. You will never see Ebron walk into a Colts conversation again.
What's funny is I'm just now realizing that too.
I just thought about that. He said, I was like, wow, I kind of do look like Ebron.
Oh my God, it's so true. He actually almost does.
That's funny. I give you that, Larry. That was funny.
I was going to say, have you ever heard that before?
No.
No? Oh God. Okay. I'm taking a picture of you. No, I'm taking that screenshot that Cody you showed me. I'm putting it side by side of Ebron. Said, don't these two look alike? Oh, the only difference is one of them's loyal to the Colts, the other one's not.
That's wild.
Maybe I'll tag him in it too, and maybe he'll give me some free clout.
Yeah. Right.
He does it for other people on Twitter. Why don't I get a chance? I will too. Watch me do it. I'm about to do it tonight.
I'm sorry in advance, Marcus.
No, that's all right. That was the question I was going to ask. Have you guys ever interacted with an NFL player on Twitter? And have they ever responded to you?
Never had. I don't think I've ever had I think I might have had an NFL player respond to me. Maybe. I know I've gotten a couple guys to respond to me on Twitter, a couple likes, couple retweets and stuff like that. Actually, Eric Ebron liked one of my tweets before when I actually stood up for him when he was before he left the Colts, and I was standing up to him, up for him from one guy that was trying to trounce him the whole time. And so yeah, I got a like from him. I got a like from Trey Burton when he first got announced that he was coming here. A couple other guys too, but not many interactions though.
A few. Not a ton. Like when we had our interviews earlier in the season, or in the offseason, I should say, had a little bit of interaction with them. And then just over the years, I've had different people respond or whatever, before I really got into podcasting. So that's always a cool thing as a fan to have that happen.
Yeah. I had one interaction with Hank Basket. They had they said what was one moment of the Super Bowl history that you can remember? And I said Hank Basket muffling the onside kick. And he said, sorry, but get over it, bro. I was like, I can't get over that.
It cost us the Super Bowl, bro. It's
right.
God damn.
I will forever dislike the number 81. Well, Mo wears it well, but it was cursed for a long time after that.
Yeah.
Andre Johnson, Darius Hayward-Bay. Gosh, who else? There was other ones. I'm just this is just bad. So I'm not a big fan of number 81, quite honestly. It's just I'm still emotionally scarred from that game.
To answer this question, I like Under Armour cleats because they're wider. Most of the time my feet are pretty wide. I don't have very narrow feet. That's a lot of times what Nike likes to go with. So that's why I don't really like Nike. I like wider shoes, so I go Under Armour. And because they help my heels better. because I put a lot of pressure on him from playing as a lineman. So,
see.
No, why Michael Pittman chose number 11 to show everyone's Andrew Luck's success to Tennessee.
Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
right.
another one.
They could go sign Pierre Desir, I think.
This is a great one. Oh my gosh, dude. Hashtag For the Shoe podcast. I'm not answering that question however many times you ask it, okay? I appreciate you being here. I'm not answering the question. If for 2 hours I didn't respond, I'm not responding at this point. I appreciate you being in here, man. Just don't ask that, please. Ask me something else. I don't know what that question's trying to mean, and I don't really know what to do with it from there. I can drink hard liquor all day, but beer gets me trashed in a hurry. Kind of weird how. Well, I mean, I guess it's all about your tolerance. I guess that's a thing. TY owns NRG Stadium. Yeah, we knew that one already. The Colts was the only team to hold the Chiefs under 20 points last year. They're the only team to hold the Kansas City Chiefs to 20 points every season that Mahomes has been the quarterback. Every game that Mahomes has been the quarterback, there has only been one team that has held them to under 20 points ever since Mahomes became the quarterback, and that's the Colts. Only one.
Talk about it.
Still crazy, man.
Still crazy how that works.
Ooh, I don't think we should answer Engraver's question.
Fun fact, Ezekiel Elliott lived in Indiana in his childhood. What is this? Why does he keep spamming this? Flynn, what does that mean? What does that mean? I'm not sure what that means, but
maybe Flynn should join Colts Nation so he can tell us more about him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Fun fact, everyone is calling linebacker Zach Cunningham best MLB middle linebacker in the NFL because he leads in tackles when he gives up a 92.3 completion percentage in coverage. Terrell Suggs over Zach Cunningham in college. Coverage. Jesus. That's throwing shade right there, man.
Crazy, though. Wow. So he can definitely be exposed this week. Dang.
True.
Oh, God. Okay. Hold on. This is the comment that almost dropped me.
What? Oh, my goodness.
Difference between Marcus and Ebron. One has hands, the other one's named.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Matthew.
Oh,
fact.
man.
Talk about it.
I got to talk to Pierre Desir and Kamoko Toure on Instagram. I talked to Isaiah Rodgers and Severin, the guy who snuck a chicken to the hotel room with the Seahawks on PS4. Damn, man.
That's cool.
Hey, all right. Okay. For the shoe, bro, I know you just I know you changed up the words just a little bit, but are asking the same questions. Stop, dude. Please. Ask me something else, please.
Good luck with Desir and Graven. He's a Ravens fan.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, I forgot they signed him. That's right.
Oh yeah, I remember seeing him in one of your streams before.
Yeah, that's my guy, Tim. Keep it clean.
It's all right. I was live streaming the Colts Bears preseason game when people started commenting Luck retired. Thought I was getting trolled.
Weren't we all?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not one Colts fan that immediately looked at that the first time and said, nah, that ain't true. That's just a bunch of BS. Because, you see that sometimes. The random, Adam Schefter, tweets. Sometimes, the accounts that aren't verified, it gets blown up and then it gets thrown out into the media because people just thought it was crazy. But then I saw it was actually on Schefter's actual Twitter page. That's when I knew it was real. And that's ever since I started hating Adam Schefter. He broke the news before Andrew Luck was able to. And I'll never
tried to storm off the field. I was like, oh, this is bad. I hope they don't throw anything at him.
I hope any person that was there that booed, I hope never gets to see another Colts game ever again. I honestly hope.
That's crazy. There's a few people you boo, but you don't boo Andrew Luck.
You don't boo Andrew Luck, bro.
No.
Fun fact, Bring the Juice, the best Colts podcast. Hey, appreciate you, Justin. Appreciate you as always. We got another really good one down here with Colts Talk, man. Come on. Y'all know
you guys are better. You guys are the best, man.
Got to spread the love, man. That's what it's about.
I was saying, there's another Colts podcast that has like 570, but they haven't uploaded anything in like 7 months. They haven't uploaded anything except for the beginning of free agency. I'm like, why? Why'd you not keep going with that? I mean, your channel would have kept blowing up if you would have. I mean, especially when you look at the views they were getting a couple thousand on every one of their views, or on the videos. Like, why don't y'all just keep going with it? I'm not sure why, but
yeah. And our guy for the shoe he just started his podcast. He's in here. Yeah, man. I'd encourage you, keep it up, man. Keep posting videos. Keep doing that stuff, man. You know, like us, like, you know, I think it's fair to say we can all say we weren't pros by any stretch of the imagination when we started. We're still not pros. We're still figuring it out, but keep just pumping out content, man. Like, and keep improving.
Yep,
because it's definitely worth it, man.
It's all about content. You put more of it out there, and more people are going to come back because there's more stuff to look at. That's exactly it. And the off season's when you want to try to hit at a different group of people, because everybody's going to be watching the drafts, the free agencies. You know, you want to talk about news for the team, stuff like that. Some girl in school said, Luck is a quitter. I threatened to bite her head off.
Oh my goodness!
Dang, Justin. Okay, all right. Do what you got to do, then, young blood. I guess.
Yeah. Man, it was a time when after Luck retired, people would try to bring him up. I said, not now. Just give me a ball.
No, I don't want to hear.
Feel that.
Yeah.
So I had to freaking work the next morning when that happened.
Yes. That was the worst.
That was horrible. I didn't sleep, and so I was tired. People were asking me. I was like, just don't talk to me. Like, I'm so done.
And I work with Cowboys fans too, so you know how that fan base is. It was just bad.
That's a bad one. Podcast with his friends is so hilarious. Colts Talk's number 2 and Colts Law number 3. Hey, I'll take it. I agree. I totally agree. You guys are like the 3 hobbits from the Lord of Rings. Hey, I'm getting that. Hold on.
Which one is who here? Which
one?
Right,
I want to see either more comments like this in the chat, because then I'll stick around for that. Yeah, I want to see more of these in the chat, or I want to see roasts. I want to see them. I want to. I'm feeling up.
Just no more Ebron comparisons, please.
Hey, people say I look like Quentin Nelson, so I mean
that is acceptable, and that's a good compliment. Ebron's almost an insult.
Right, I'll take that.
I just don't know how. Like, your beard's not even the same color as his. Like, I mean, come on, dude. No. Yes, I do watch Pittman's YouTube channel. It's definitely fun.
Yes, sir. It's fun. Yeah.
Let's see.
That's where my views came from.
The Hour. That's his podcast, is what he's saying. There's a close third after our podcast and yours. Oh, here. Yeah, let me put it in here. I got Jonesy. I just put it in the chat. It should be there right now. Any fans in Jersey? I don't know. I haven't seen many. I don't see many people that are in Jersey anywhere.
Absolutely.
We got a couple people that are fans of the podcast that are like from other countries, which is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, that's a really cool thing when we have that.
It really is.
Get a few people in the comments that'll say, "Hey, sending you a welcome from like Brazil or Germany or something like crazy like that." only podcast I listen to. I used to listen to 1075 for the culture, but I fell out of watching them. Gotcha. I don't know. I don't like watching 1075 The Fan, really. I don't really get into that. I don't know if it's just because I've never really given it a shot, but I don't really know.
I'm more just for Kevin Bowen stuff. That's about all I listen to.
Yeah, exactly. Tom Grossi's wife hates the Colts. Oh man, he must have absolutely hated that game after that. If you didn't see his reaction video to that, please watch it. It's the best thing ever. He pulls a cheese hat off the top of his shelf, says, "Oh, I think there's candy in here." No, okay. Candy. I'm sorry, no. He said, "There's 8,700 people in here. Feel free to like, comment, send me a death note, whatever." Oh man, he is so funny. It was funny to talk to him. It's actually incredible that we actually got a chance to actually do a preview with him. Just given how big he is, like just how big his channel is in general, like that's actually kind of incredible. And he's at like 135,000 subscribers. I mean, that's
it was so lucky.
Of freaking subscribers, man. A lot of subscribers. Yeah, you do owe this man a beer.
Please, I love beer. Thank you.
It's tonight, guys, so you know.
Come on.
Oh man,
that's my birthday gift. Thank you.
There you go, man.
Colts pop for a while, but I'm so damn busy in school. Hey, you get a chance, man. You get a chance after school's done. But yeah, man. I mean, unfortunately, it's kind of one of those things where you can't make excuses for what I mean, obviously, there's some people that have other things going on in life, like Marcus said earlier. When you have a job that does require the majority of your day to stay focused and you got other things going on, it can be difficult to keep up with most Colts content, like what it is for any podcast. But, if you want to make it work, man, you got to try to find a way to make it work because, Cody and I are on different schedules every day, but yet somehow, some way we are able to get a video up almost every day. So, we make it work. Any fans from Mexico? Hey, I'd be crazy if they're actually.
I'm sure there are. Yeah, I'm sure there are. I've seen people in here from Mexico that have commented.
Yeah.
So definitely are.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, we know. Indiana's filled with cornfields. We know. We get it. That's a lot of the Midwest, okay? That's a lot of the Midwest.
I went to school in a cornfield. That's what I tell people. It's true. There's not a false thing there.
I know you responded already.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry we did this.
No, that's funny. That's funny.
I'm putting that on Twitter tonight. I know y'all need to like that tweet when I post it because that is going to be the best thing ever.
If it was Ebron, that'd be the only Ebron stand in Indy. I would never leave.
I'm gonna make the comment too. The only difference is one's loyal to the Colts and the other one ain't. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
And then he gonna come at me and say that he gonna come at me saying, the Colts were the ones that made it happen. Oh yeah, because they didn't give you extra targets when you asked for it and you couldn't catch the ball then either.
Right.
Yeah.
I still find that hilarious. Called the Colts out publicly to say I need more targets, and gets his wish and still can't do it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a fun fact, but yes, I agree with the message.
Yeah.
How cold is it where you guys are? Well, let me check.
Marcus, where are you at technically?
I think he's in Florida. He's in Jacksonville, right? He said he was in Jacksonville.
No, I'm in Virginia.
Oh, okay.
I wish I was in Florida.
Oh, no. You know what? It doesn't even matter.
37. It's about that 37. For me, too.
Yeah, same for me.
Yeah,
It's
I think most of the Midwest is running about the same kind of temperature. So yeah, it's cold now. You know, it sucks because a few days ago on Sunday it was actually like mid-50s here. So I was like, dang, this is actually pretty nice. I can enjoy this. And then nope, it just decided to get super, super cold. Yeah, you should have seen my commentary on the stream when Hines did that too. I know Cody remembers it.
Oh yeah.
Roger, that's not nice, bro. That ain't nice.
We don't wish injuries on people.
Wish injury upon people. Darius Leonard wouldn't like that either. Darius Leonard and Derrick Henry are both good friends.
Yeah. How much longer we got here, Derek? It's about 42 right now. 8:42.
Yeah, we'll go for another 5 minutes and then we'll stop.
All right. So yeah, sounds good.
Wait, of the players who opted out, who's the best player? We talking like just league wide? Yeah.
We'll do Colts. We'll do Colts players.
Well, there's only 3 that opted out.
Well, there we go.
It's Marvell Tell.
Yep.
It's not even a discussion, bro. The other 2 guys barely even played. If we're talking like league wide, then
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Then who do you look like, Derek? You got to look like somebody in the NFL.
I don't look like anybody, dude.
If anybody on the Colts team, it'll be Ryan Kelly.
Is it really? Hey,
close enough.
I'll take it. I'll take it as a former center myself. I appreciate that.
If you had a big beard, you'd be Mark Lewinsky.
But you don't like Mark. Never mind.
No. I didn't say that. That was Cody that said that. Okay?
Love-hate relationship.
I always thought Mark Lewinsky was a good player. Because he kept eating butter popcorn at halftime. No, what was it? Oh, yeah. He ate too many honey buns at halftime. That's the issue, man. Or no, he probably should have kept eating those because all that stickiness from the honey buns probably would have helped him catch better. Just saying. Probably would have.
Ooh, I almost said something.
Say it. You know you want to.
You know, Sticky has a lot of things going on with wide receivers. Ask Jerry Rice.
Oh, come on. Come on, bro.
You the one, you brought it up.
Don't even disrespect my man Jerry Rice like that. Don't be doing that. Oh man.
That's funny, Trevor. That's funny.
I don't know, man. I don't think that Ballard would be able to pull the trigger on Juju. I think they'll probably re-sign him, honestly. I think
he hits it. Would Ballard pull the trigger if he's available?
Not at that position. There's other positions you can get.
You don't think?
No, I don't think so. And I like Juju. I think he's a good receiver. I don't think he elevates us. I don't think he elevates us to the next level. I don't think so.
Yeah, I was saying that's funny. Engraven that was in here, he had a flag football tournament, and I actually wound up winning, but I played on the D line. So my inspiration was I had to be Dwight Freeney or Robert Mathis, and I was looking so good on the D.
Hey, you only get the best here at Bring the Juice Colts Talk.
Clearly, yep. We're filling in for him tonight.
I'm getting tired here. Yeah, so am I. We're gonna be heading off here in a second. Okay. I'm gonna give it 60 seconds. Whoever gives me the best question in the next 60 seconds gets to have it on there one last time, and then we're gonna be heading off. Because it's been a while, and I don't want to take up any more of Marcus's time.
Oh, no, it's all right, man. I'm over here hydrating before I get dehydrated.
I feel I need to get some.
Hold up.
shoot.
Oh, man.
Whoa.
Oh,
All right,
man.
Skis. It's time for you to change your profile picture.
Come on, somebody drop some roast. I didn't see any before. Y'all was roasting this man about Ebron. Now I got this man talking about his hairline.
I need to see his profile picture.
That's one of the worst. That's one of the worst things you can talk to about a man is about his hairline. Damn.
I'm good with roasting too.
Your hairline is definitely further back than Stephen A. Smith's and LeBron James. I'm just,
dang, what is with this? I'm sorry.
Come on, that's funny. I didn't even realize that until somebody brought it
up. It's the light. It's the light, man. It makes it look like that. Yeah, it is the light.
Yeah. I can clearly see where it ends. Oh, man. Come on, where's some roast in here? Come on.
Y'all can feel free to roast me on my channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Welcome
y'all
to the podcast, Marcus.
This man's channel and roast him for the day. Just need to do that whenever he comes into his live streams, okay?
Oh, thank you, Skis. Oh, man.
Oh, man. Says he's been subbed, said Jiggery. Don't be sad. You're beautiful. I guess that's a good compliment.
It is. I embrace it. Thank you.
We're having, I don't know why we had this conversation, but somebody was like, can you call a dude pretty? I don't know. I don't know if you can do that. I guess in certain contexts, but okay. Higher than the max number of points the Chiefs can score. Okay.
Dang.
Great, your forehead built like Georgia. Okay. Don't roast Marcus the GOAT. I'm waiting for somebody to roast us in here. I'm not seeing it. Stephen A. wants his hairline.
That is just blasphemous, okay? That's just blasphemous.
Shameful. It's blasphemous.
I am done. I am done.
I feel like I could do a pretty good Stephen A. Smith impression if I get angry. We are talking about a superstar with all the expectations of the world heaped on his shoulders, who led both teams in points, rebounds, assists, blocks, and steals. I mean, you're unbelievable. Okay, maybe I would have known if I read your tweets, but then again, I don't read your tweets, so I don't really know what the hell to do. And didn't I let you talk? Zip it while I'm talking here. Zip it. I'm talking.
Good gosh.
Guy on the left, Adams.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I don't know about that one, dude.
I want to be roasted now. Come on, bring it on.
Yeah,
bring it on, man.
Cody, the MMA fighter, y'all be careful.
That's right.
I'm assuming he's meant to say potato. Is that what that is?
Which one?
I want to.
Built like the potato.
A potato.
Oh God! No, oh God! Marcus, please don't get mad at me for this. I'm just
no.
You look like Mr. Potato Man.
Why are we doing this?
Oh,
I was just reading the comments.
26th birthday roast.
Yep, gotta love it.
Mama's so fat she used a boomerang to put her scarf on. I like that. That's funny. Said they want their guard and left center back. Yeah, apparently so. Because we ruined
guard and left center.
Or no, maybe I did. I probably did. I'm sorry.
I was like confused for a second. I was thrown off.
Water
by that.
exists. Stephen A. Smith. I respect water and everything it stands for, but yeah, he said that same thing about Steve Nash. When Steve Nash got hired for the Nets, he brought out the white privilege card, and I didn't appreciate that very much, but he had to. Marcus, you got 2 bodyguards.
I appreciate my bodyguards, man.
Wait, what was it like being in Bad Parents?
Grown up. She meant grown up.
Oreo out of here. Wait. Wait.
Okay.
Oh, man. It would have been funnier. It'd be funnier if one of us was black, because then it would have been perfect. 2 black pieces and then the white in the middle. That would have been even funnier. Cody looks like Garrett Gilbert.
Let me,
Bro, how much those eggs up top cost, Marcus? I think Marcus looks more like Darius Leonard. Nah, he definitely looked more like Ebron.
Take the Darius Leonard comment.
What has this stream turned into?
Pure comedy.
That's how a car across the street. Okay. When you order Big Q off Wish. Oh man. Get down, Mr. President, now!
Oh
my gosh.
This stream's just out of
I
control.
ended Ryan.
I can't even do it.
Yeah. Skies woke up this morning, chose violence. He woke up ready for this moment to just roast the hell out of Marcus. He really did.
Look at Chester, dude.
Oh my God. There it is. I knew I was waiting for
We knew it was coming.
I was waiting for somebody to say it, and it's your boy too. I mean, I think Oreo might actually do a good job selling those, the white outsides with the black filling. Maybe that'd be good. I don't know.
Huh.
All right.
This isn't even about Colts football anymore, man.
I think it's it. I think that's it. We ended it. We ended this.
We've gone too crazy.
I think we've done enough here. All right. Thank you guys again so much for tuning in today. Really hope. Hold on a second. Cody, this is the last one.
All right. Quentin Nelson impression.
Hey. All right.
You have to do the sumo squat.
Thank you guys again so much. Glad that you guys were.
Get the squat in.
Oh my God. I can't really do much of a squat anymore. It really does suck because I really want to be able to do that, but like my legs would kill me. Yeah. I need to get back into shape. But thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Want to thank Mr. Colts Talk himself for coming on here. It's been a long time coming. Thank you so much, man, for being on today.
I appreciate you guys, my brothers, man. I appreciate you really much.
Sir.
Yep. And guys, let's get this man to about 5,000. Okay. We're on our way to 5,000. Can we get this man to 5,000? Can we try and get him to 5,000 before we do? I think we can. You know, he's got the card ready. I think we're good to go, but thank you.